What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we are going to talk about day one traveling to the EWMC Leadership Conference in St. Louis. I'm going to start off letting you know we flew out of BWI Airport. It's out of Baltimore. Now, for me, myself, that is a long drive from Fredericksburg up to Baltimore to fly out to this conference, but the drive was uneventful because I went straight from work. So I wound up getting to the airport pretty early. Got inside, took off 7:30 in the morning. Nice clear day, flying over the heartland of America, and it was really cool flying over the Blue Ridge Mountains and really seeing the land as it developed over the years. And you know, geology is so impressive when you see these mountain ridges, and you're like, man, these plates were just crashing in each other, creating these spectacles. It was really, really neat to see from 30,000 feet. The ground was mostly snow covered from Baltimore all the way out here to St. Louis, and St. Louis still has snow all over the place. And that was also an interesting dynamic because as many flights as I've taken, I've never seen one where the ground was white the entire way. So that was kind of neat. Let's see what else. We took an Uber from the airport to the Hyatt where the conference is being held. So you can see this is my room. I'm a little bit of a mess right now, but yeah. Took an Uber to the Hyatt at the Arch, and that's where we're staying. We were lucky because when we got here pretty early in the morning, and check-in wasn't supposed to be till 4. But we were able to get our rooms early and get our stuff dropped off, which was always good. After we dropped off all of our bags and everything else, we went out to a place called Condado's Tacos, and amazing taco joint. We had some really, really good food there. Totally enjoyed it. Now, I worked the night before, so traveling over here, man, I was dog tired, and I was very, very happy to be able to take a nice little 3-hour nap in between events that needed to happen. We had a meeting with our EWMC Local 26 delegation where we talked about conference goals. I was very happy to FaceTime with my kids and see their smiling faces after the meeting. Went downstairs again to meet up, went and got some dinner. I met with Union brothers Roger Lake and Grady Deshawn. Shout out Grady. They're from IBEW 124 and Leuna, the labor union, respectively. After we hung out here at our hotel, I walked Roger back to his hotel with some of my 26 members and Grady as well. And we walked them back to their hotel so that we made sure that they got back safely. Once there, we had a really good conversation where we talked about organizing, and we talked about organizing collectively across trades. So back in the day, in the early goings of unionism, there were folks that only wanted to organize trades, skilled trades is what they called them. And they didn't see unskilled work as work that was needing to be organized. And there was a second faction called the Knights of Labor where they were about organizing everybody. And so this conversation kind of really had a feel of almost like a rebirth of what the Knights of Labor were really all about. And so it was a very productive conversation, a very cool conversation I was very happy to have. And looking forward to collaboration across trades, because that's what we need as working folks. As working folks, we need to understand that if you work for a living, you need a union. If you work for a living, then everyone who works for a living is really your partner in this. We cannot succeed alone. We cannot succeed by being an exclusive club where we gatekeep. We got to organize everybody. And that was kind of the gist of the conversation I was very happy to have. But that was day one. It was wonderful. I'm very, very happy to be here in St. Louis. I am missing my family back home, but I'll see them on Monday. And the work that's garnered here is going to push us forward for the next year. And so it's really nice to be here and be able to have these conversations and learn what folks are doing in different parts of the country as far as labor organizing goes and about as far as unions go, and really being able to glean ideas from other folks and bring them back to your home local. And that's what this is all about. So just a great experience. I'm very, very fortunate. I'm very happy to be here, and get involved Get involved. For any of you guys in the IBEW, any of you guys that are working for a living, get involved. If you're in the IBEW, get involved in your local union. If you don't have a minority coalition, start one. If you do have a minority coalition, join. This is the heartbeat of the IBEW. This is where a lot of the forward-thinking ideas come from, and this is where the work gets done. So get involved because you're needed. And there's too much work in this class war that needs to happen. And it's going to take boots on the ground, rank and file members to get it done. Remember, I always tell you, don't wait for your savior to come from up top and on high. That's not happening. Our salvation comes from working together and trusting in each other and having each other's backs. It always has, it always will be. My name's Eric, you're watching Union Minded. Remember that the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's gonna take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one, get out there and reach one. And remember, there can be no union without you and I front and center. Peace.